The sky over Gaza has forgotten its stars. Tonight, like so many nights before, it's filled only with a deep, humming dread, those sudden, angry flashes of explosions. We used to look up and find stories in the constellations. Now we only search for a patch of darkness that means safety, a quiet moment to breathe. The world we knew. Concrete homes. Noisy streets filled with the scent of baking bread, spices in the air. It's vanishing, crumbling under the weight of a war that does not ask for our names. We are told to leave, to run from the only homes we have ever known. Our hearts break with every step away from our front doors. Doors we may never open again. Imagine your home, the chair you always sit in, the window that catches morning light just right. Now imagine leaving it all behind in minutes. The order comes through a crackling radio, a leaflet falling from the sky, a neighbor's frantic shout. Go south, they say. It will be safe there. Safety is a word that has lost its meaning. The journey south is a long, slow walk on a road of lost things. With every step, something is left behind. A single shoe lies on the pavement, forgotten in the rush. A baby's blanket, once a shield of comfort, is now covered in dust. These are not just objects, they are pieces of lives interrupted, small monuments to the speed of our departure. We walk past cars that have run out of fuel, their doors left open. The sun is a harsh witness to our procession, beating down on us without mercy. There is not enough water to quench our thirst, only enough to wet our lips and keep moving forward, one foot in front of the other. We see faces in the crowd that we recognize. Neighbors, shopkeepers, the man who sold us falafel on Fridays. We exchange nods, a silent acknowledgement of our shared fate. There are no long conversations. Our energy is saved for walking, for carrying the children who've become too tired to stand, for supporting the elderly who lean on us with frail arms. The sounds of the journey are the shuffle of thousands of feet, the quiet sobs of those who can no longer hold back their grief, and the constant anxious hum of drones overhead. We finally arrive at the coast, near the city of Rafah. Here, a new city has appeared, one made not of concrete but fabric and plastic. Thousands of tents and makeshift shelters huddle together, stretching as far as the eye can see. The Mediterranean Sea once gave us beautiful sunsets and joyful summer days. Now it serves as a backdrop to our displacement. Its waves whisper a constant mournful song. The air tastes of dust and loss. Daily life is a relentless struggle for the basics. The first thought is always the same: water. Long lines at a communal tank, waiting for a single container. The water is often salty and unclean, but it is all we have. Then comes the search for food. Humanitarian aid arrives, but it's never enough. A bag of flour, a small can of beans becomes a treasure to be divided. We make a little go a long way, but the gnawing hunger remains. In this crowded labyrinth of tents, there is no privacy. Our lives are on display for all to see. We hear neighbors coughing at night, a hungry baby crying, quiet arguments of a family pushed to its limits. The children have no school, no playground. They create a world in the sandy alleys between shelters. They build sand castles, fly kites made from plastic bags, play games that mimic the sounds of war. They find moments of joy, but we see the toll it takes. Laughter is often cut short by a sudden noise, a reminder of danger. Nights are the hardest. Darkness brings a deep chill. We huddle under thin blankets, listening to the sea and the distant hum of war. No electricity, only a flicker of a battery lamp, the glow of a small fire. We tell stories to help the children sleep. Tales of homes left behind, gardens, warm beds. We speak of grandmother's cooking, the feel of clean clothes. We try to rebuild our lost world with words, holding on to memories as if they are the only solid things left in this life of temporary shelters. Even in this place of deep sorrow, small moments of hope manage to grow, like stubborn wildflowers pushing through cracked pavement. We see it in the kindness of strangers. A family shares its meager portion of bread with a neighbor who has nothing. A woman helps care for a child whose mother is sick. We have lost our homes, but we have not lost our humanity. We gather in small groups to talk, to share news, and to comfort one another. In these conversations, we find strength. We are not just numbers, we are a community bound by a shared experience, and we refuse to let despair be the final word in our story. we find hope in each other. The children, in their own special way, are our greatest teachers of hope. They have not forgotten how to play. They chase each other along the shoreline, their laughter mixing with the sound of the waves. They draw pictures in the sand of houses, windows, gardens, flowers, the homes they dream of returning to. Their ability to find light in the darkness reminds us that life, in its purest form, wants to continue. When a young boy proudly shows you a kite he has made from a discarded plastic sheet and a piece of string, you cannot help but feel a flicker of optimism. This small act of creation is an act of defiance against the destruction that surrounds us. Our dreams for the future are simple and profound. We do not wish for riches or fame. We wish for peace. We dream of the day when we can go back to our land, to rebuild our homes, even if we have to do it stone by stone. We long for a night where the only sound is the wind in the olive trees, not the buzz of a drone. We want our children to go to school without fear, to learn about mathematics and poetry instead of shelters and sirens. We hope for a future where the word Gaza is associated not with war and suffering, but with resilience, culture, and life. This hope is the fuel that keeps us going. The world watches our story unfold on screens. It is a story of 1 million displaced people, a number so large it can be hard to comprehend. But we ask you to look closer. See the face of the father carrying his daughter. Hear the voice of the mother singing a lullaby in a crowded tent. Feel the hope of a child flying a kite on a windy beach. We are not just a headline. We are human beings with dreams, fears, and an unbreakable love for our families and our home. We ask for your empathy, for you to see our humanity. We ask you to hold on to hope for us, to hope for a day when peace is not just a dream, but the air we finally get to breathe again.